Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and today I'll be playing the Night Cage. Now, when I play the Night Cage today, I'll also be using some of this bonus content that I got a hold of, so a couple of extra monsters. So one of them is the Endbringer, which is this piece that sits atop the candle stack. Let me show you here. Pretty cool looking. So anyway, that's the Endbringer, and that's brought about by these Omen pieces. So I like that there's another use for those now in the game. I've also got these others. I've got the Pathbreakers and the Light Eaters, which are interesting. The Pathbreakers work sort of like the Pit Fiends, but only in a straight line rather than diagonally. And then the Light Eaters will take one of the prisoners and make them lights out if they're isolated, if they're by themselves. And then of course the monsters from the base game are the Wax Eaters, the Pit Fiends, the Pathless, and the Keepers. Oh, and the Dirge. We can't forget the Dirge, which is hilariously named and awesome. And actually, some of you might not know that I was the portrait model for the Dirge there. So for those who are wondering what I look like, that's pretty accurate. Today I will be, I'm not going to be using Keepers or Pathless, and I think I'll leave out the Light Eater as well. So these are the monsters I'll potentially face in the Night Cage today, just because those are the ones I feel like using. Let's get rolling. And we're all set up now to play the Night Cage. So again, as usual, I'm assuming you already know how to play this game and are sort of familiar with the rules. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time explaining how it works or how to play it. But this game is pretty variable in the setup, which is sort of a double-edged sword. They give you a lot of different. You can really mess with the difficulty. You have a lot of control over that, which is nice. But at the same time, that can make it somewhat fiddly sometimes. But for reference, what I went ahead and did here, this is obviously a fully co-op game. It is for 1 to 5 players, but you need at least 4 of these prisoner tokens in play. So you can play as, I'll obviously be playing solo, but I'm going to be controlling these 4 prisoners, and I'll use this marker to keep track of whose turn it is, and I'll just go down here in rainbow wavelength order. So yeah, I've got my candle stack here, and I set it up this time. As I mentioned in the intro, I used Wax Eaters, the new promo ones, which I already forgot the name of, Pathbreakers, and I use the Pit Fiends as well. So there are 3 Pit Fiends, which is all the ones that come with the game, all 13 Wax Eaters, and then the 2 I already forgot, Pathbreakers. The 2 come with that bonus pack that I got, so they're all in there. Again, there's no Pathless, there's no Keepers. I did not use the Light Eaters, the promos that I had. There's 4 of those tiles, but I did not use them. I put 4 gates in here and 7 keys, which is a little bit generous. But again, I talked about the variability of the setup. What I'm going to do, which is sort of a house rule, but I think it makes it interesting. Normally, as you discard tiles from this candle stack, you look at them. And if there's a monster, you're forced to use it. Otherwise, you toss it. What I'm going to do is discard without looking at them, which will make it a little bit easier because I'll be discarding monsters. But it also means I'm going to be discarding gates and keys without knowing it, so I won't have any way of keeping track of whether or not there are enough keys or gates left in the stack to actually win. So it kind of makes it a little bit more tense. And there's a good chance I'm not going to win this game, but it's a fun puzzle. So I also didn't mention I used all 5 Omens in the stack. My plan, again, house ruling a little bit, when 2 Omens come out, or when 2 have been revealed, again, I might discard some without knowing, but if 2 have been revealed, I'll bring the Dirge out, and if 4 have been revealed, I will bring the Endbringer out. So I've got these available. So lots of things to be afraid of in the Night Cage today. So I'm just going to get started now. So red will go first, and I've got to pick somewhere to start. It's really arbitrary, but I'll start there. Stand the candle up and draw the first 2 tiles. I did go ahead and use 8 starting tiles and then all the rest of the tiles. So I guess what I didn't take into consideration is I keep in a separate baggie all the like all the main tiles and then just the starting ones. I've got the 10 set aside for a 5-player game. I took 8 out, so there's a T intersection and a 4-way intersection that I left in that baggie that I didn't put in the stack. I don't know that that'll make or break the game. Alright, tell you what, we'll start here. Oops. It's just going to be 1. Let's put green over here. And of course the edges do wrap around. I didn't have to put the tile this way, but sometimes it's helpful to promote connections, and sometimes you want to avoid it. And purple we'll put over here. Alrighty, I'm not sure if I was supposed to place the 4 starting tiles and then draw, or draw as I went like I did, but oopsie. I don't think it's going to affect things either way. So what I do know at the start is there were 8 starting tiles and I only had to use 7 of them. So whatever that next tile is, it's safe, and actually I can deduce there's 2 4-ways, 1, 2, 3 T's, and 2 1-ways, so it's a T. I know that there's a T intersection next. So red gets to go first. We'll go down. That starting tile is crumbling, so it is now a pit. Yellow's turn. Oh, no. I've got to reveal what's on the other side for red. And we knew it would be a T. Go this way. Oh, yeah, we'll go this way. Okay, now it's yellow's turn. I could put purple at danger here, but purple's got an easy way to escape. But if it was, say, a wax eater and then purple escaped, yellow would be hit. Something to keep in mind. But I am going to go that way. I'm trying to generate tiles right now in a careful way. Pits form. I do have a cheat sheet off to the side to help me keep this in order. Now illuminate. Alright. A crumbling T section. I think let's put that here. Just because we know that it's safe for purple then. Crumbling one way. Well, it's an escape path if we need it. That way if there's a monster on this tile, you can't reach anyone. And it's a wax eater. And at this point, it's form falling. Yeah, I guess that would be the time to get rid of this. That is no longer illuminated. And I'm just going to start making a pile off to the side, I think. I like to do a quick scan, make sure that everything is still illuminated. It is. Again, I'm trying to do a little bit of tile generation to get some keys out. So let's move green up. This is a pit. Draw tiles. Actually, this disappears, so we'll just get rid of that now. Here. Wax eater. Let's put that here. And another T. Oops. I'm going to have to remember to be moving that too. Here. Okay. Purple's turn. This wax eater cannot hit purple. It's not connected. I know yellow is going to have to come down this way. It would be really unfortunate if purple went this way and revealed a monster. So purple's going to go up. This tile crumbles. I guess this will be a little bit of a gambit. Oh, that's interesting. So this is connected now. Although the wax eater cannot reach over the pit. And now this is no longer eliminated. Okay. Back to red. So one full round. We haven't revealed any keys or gates. We haven't discarded anything that we haven't seen. We did get 2 wax eaters out, so we're going to go ahead and move red down. So this forms into a pit, which, if I interpret the rules correctly, and this is where I mentioned it could be fiddly. This was a one-way, so it was not connected to this wax eater. Now it flips and turns into a pit, which really makes it look like a 4-way. But I think the intent, that's how the rules for this game really work. It's all about the intent of the rules. There's just too many possibilities. I think that does not trigger that wax eater to hit yellow, because those paths were not connected. I could be wrong. That's how I'm going to play it right now. which is how I played it a minute ago too. When that pit formed, that Wax Eater did not reach this way and hit green. I don't think that would be correct. So now this starting space is no longer illuminated. Let's set that here so it's easier to put away later. And now I have to reveal one tile. All these pathway options are a lot nicer to have after you've got your keys figured out and you're looking for a gate. So I'm anticipating more monsters towards the bottom. I will say probably shuffle the tiles pretty mediocre. So all the monsters might be clumped up. Yellow's turn, and yellow needs to get out of here. You know what, maybe we'll take a different strategy. Have yellow move up into this pit. Now the Wax Eater attacks this way. But there's a pit there that it doesn't reach over, can't reach through the wall. There's nothing up there. So that's the end of its attack. And now it's not illuminated. This is also no longer illuminated. I might be going a little out of order. Yellow falls into the pit. Starting tile. Yellow's going to fall somewhere along this back row. Now this is also not illuminated. Okay, green's turn. I'm going to move to the right here. And now this is no longer illuminated. Draw. It's another T intersection. Go that way. Okay. Oops. JK. So when green moved, oh crap. I've already seen this tile, I can't backtrack now, but when green moved, this Wax Eater attacked, and therefore green's been hit. So green is lights out. And these are no longer illuminated now. At least the Wax Eater is also not illuminated now. And we have to discard 3 tiles without looking at them. House rule. So who knows what we just lost? Hopefully monsters. But potentially keys. So, oopsie. That was green's turn. Now it's purple. Feel a little more safe about purple situation now. We'll come up. This crumbles. Now this is no longer illuminated, so our starting tiles are gone. Get one. Ooh, Pit Fiend. Placement's going to be important here. Oh, not really, because it works on diagonals. I can either put it here or here, and it'll have the same effect either way. And I do believe its effect is immediate. So, yeah, it really doesn't matter. I'll put it there. So now everything on a diagonal becomes a pit, which includes this pit. It's already a pit. This is a pit. And now this is a pit. And now that it's done that, the Pit Fiend itself becomes a pit. Now, green falls. Why don't we fall here? Maybe we can land near yellow. And now purple gets to reveal one more tile. A key. Well, that is useful. Alright, that was purple's turn. Back to red. Well, I don't want to jump in a pit, and we do need to reveal more stuff. So let's go to this T intersection and hope for the best. Another crumbling T intersection. I don't think there's very many of those. Everyone else is sort of on the top half, so let's send red down this way. Again, remembering that it does overlap. And then one more. Oh no, Wax Eater. That one's going to be tough to get away from. Well, no, it won't. I can go back the way I came. Now this, and this, and this. Swallowed by the darkness. Yellow's turn. We're going to send yellow here. Let's draw a tile. And now we reveal an omen. Oh no. Okay, so we've got one omen. And a key. Let's put that right there. And a Wax Eater, of course. That will be a problem. Alright, green, don't mess this up. Everywhere green can land could mess this up. We don't want to land here. It'll trigger an attack. And the other, no, actually every single space on this row is touching a key, so if I pull a monster, it's going to be trouble, but I guess I need to pick a space first. We're going to go with this space. It's a T intersection. I don't know, we'll go. I think we'll turn it. Green lands, and I think green has to move now because green is lights out. So I'm going to have green scramble this way. Grabs the key immediately. And see, order of events here. I know purple relights green, but do I discard this tile first because it's not currently seen, and then relight, and then reveal? Or do I just reveal? I think about this the way that I think the game creators would. Pretend that we're green, and we scramble through this tunnel. I think it disappears before we're relit. So I think this is gone. I think this goes away first. That feels thematically correct. So now purple relights green. So we are lights on. Maybe we'll put the key next to the card. Could also hand the key to purple. But won't. Green's just going to be greedy and say, this is my key. So then we need to reveal tiles. Okay. Oh no, a second. Omen, green, you are the worst. Got hit by a wax monster. You went lights out. You grabbed a key, got lights back on. You didn't share the key with the person who lit you up, and then you bring the Dirge. 2 Omens. So I've got to place this around one of those. At least I got the decision, and then this comes out and has to cover one of those tiles. It must fit. That would take out yellow and that key. That would be really bad. I think I might go there. So this is here. This covers, and then all those become, everything under it becomes a pit. So it's going to be this. There. So this is on the end, this is next to it, this is under it. All these tiles are gone. Oh, maybe they weren't. Shoot. It's a key. Oh, and then this was a pit. Did that pit make it? It did. Okay. Well, at least I know that was a key. So they have both fallen. That still counts as our second omen. So if we do get a 4th omen, we'll have the Endbringer. And I need to check. I'm sure we get hit by the Dirge as well. We don't just fall into the pit. It's not a super nice monster. It's got to be something bad that happens. Yeah, it's like a normal attack. So three tiles per player hit. So that's bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're a good way through that stack already, and we've only got 1 key. Hopefully I didn't just lose all the other keys and gates. I assume they're both lights out now as well. That's probably safe. Purple, see what you did by helping green. You messed up. Maybe green, you go over there, and purple, you come this way. At this point, the Dirge flips over, becomes a pit, and the pit remains until there is no one at its edge illuminating it, which is technically right now. There's no one illuminating it. So now it goes away. This also goes away. It's not illuminated. Pretty cool looking tile. I should leave it out. I'll just leave just one eye poking out down here. I'll get rid of it. Alright, good turn, green. Way to go. So purple's going to fall now. Why did I pick where I picked? I don't know. Seems like a terrible idea. Purple's going to fall right here next to yellow, but not touching. Alright, so we get a four-way path. And now I believe purple has to scramble, because purple is lights out, so we'll go here, which is another four-way path. And there is nothing to illuminate. Again, because we're lights out. So now it's red's turn. Red's only good move is to come here. This Wax Eater attacks and hits nothing. And now these tiles are no longer illuminated. And red draws two more. Let's do a T intersection here. And a four-way intersection here. Okay. Yellow's turn. I'm just checking the guide here. And that is interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so according to the guide, I will move down. Then pits form. Then monsters attack. So the Wax Eater does attack, but it does not reach over the pit. I sure hope I've got that rule right. I'm pretty confident they don't reach over pits. I think that's just pathless that reach across pits and over gaps. Yeah, I'll check. I'll put a note in the rules if I'm wrong. So now yellow gets a key. 2 keys. And now we can illuminate what's around. Another key. Oh, that's awesome. We want to put that here. Oh, and this Wax Eater is gone now. It's no longer illuminated. We're going to put this here to protect that new key. Oh, goodness gracious, and another key. All right. Now it's green's turn. If green falls here, they can scramble to here, and that gives lots of opportunities to get keys or really screw things up. You know, I just don't trust green. I'm going to fall here. And it is a T intersection. And I believe green needs to scramble. You know, this is a safer spot. Let's go that way. T intersection, all right. Nothing's illuminated for green. Now it's purple's turn. Purple needs to scramble. Purple needs a key. I think it's pretty clear. Purple's got to grab this one, and red's got to grab this one. So I've just got to take the risk, hope it's not a monster. I will go down rather than right. I think that's safer for red. Yeah, and it is a Wax Eater. Bad news for yellow. So purple goes here. Wax Eater attacks. So yellow goes lights out. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, let's do one thing at a time. Purple and yellow are both hit, so that's 3 tiles each, because I never bothered to get any nerve, so there's no way to block. 3 tiles each. Trigger monsters, hit by monsters, light and darkness. I think purple is forced to move again. And only knock this over. Yellow is lights out, that's for sure. And I think purple moves again before we start revealing. Purple would have to move before I took a new tile, so purple can also move before I eliminate tiles. I'm going to have purple go here. Oh man, that's going to hurt. Purple's going to come here. We do get the key. But also purple and yellow each get hit again. 3 more tiles. Chances are getting pretty low that there's another 2 omens to be revealed. Alright, they're both already lights out. So now light and darkness. This is no longer revealed. This is no longer seen. Good riddance. This and this and this are all gone. So we did lose a key. Luckily I'm doing pretty good key-wise. I've got 3 keys, but it's gates I'm starting to get worried about. Haven't seen a single one, probably 75% of the way through the tiles. Hopefully that just means they're all at the bottom and not all discarded. Or only 1 left. That'd be tough to maintain. So that was purple's turn. Red, you've done everything right, but you don't get a key. So we're gonna have red move up. Relight purple. Purple relight yellow. Now we can start removing and revealing things. These are removed. Let's reveal around red first. Wax eater, that makes sense. There are a lot of them in there. Reveal around purple. Gate. Let's put it here. Oh no! Pit Fiend, that's the only place I could put it. I guess it wouldn't have mattered what order I did it in, but that turns this gate into a pit. That turns this tile into a pit. And that's it. Now this turns into a pit. Now players fall into pits. Yellow falls. Yellow, why don't you... Yellow's... What? Yellow's lights are lit. Only green's lights out. So yellow, let's go there. Now, because yellow fell, that wax eater is triggered and hits red. So red is now lights out and discards 3 tiles. Brutal. Yeah, and I guess just sits there, and now these are no longer revealed. Technically red's lights out. But now purple relights red. This is one heck of a chain of events. And now red can see 2 more things. You know, we better put the T intersection here, because if we get a monster down at the bottom, it's just going to cause more havoc. And another T intersection. Alright. And that was red's turn. Still need 1 more key for red. And then we gotta find a gate. Damn you, Pit Fiend. Alright, well, yellow's turn. Why don't we go ahead and land here? Put it here to keep some options open for movement. And now we illuminate. Ooh, a third Omen. Try again. Wax Eater. Killing me. Alright, that's yellow's turn. I'm pretty sure. Does yellow have to move? I know I was playing where, like, when green landed after a fall and was lights out, you're forced to scramble. Yeah, I think yellow does move. I think yellow does move. So that's just landing and illuminating. So let's move here. Have the Wax Eater attack, and now it's no longer illuminated. And reveal. Oh my goodness! Fourth Omen! Alright, so the Endbringer comes into play now. The Endbringer sits on top of our candle stack and is going to eat a tile at the end of every player's turn. The Omen is not a tile that goes on the board, so I still have to draw again and illuminate T intersection. Alright. Thank you, yellow. Green is up next. Green is going to move into this T intersection, get relit. Let me think about this. I want to be consistent. Move. This goes away. Now, oh, before I draw, I didn't discard at the end of yellow's turn for the Endbringer. Do that without looking. So now we see what green's got going on. T intersection that's got to go here. 'Cause I'm not letting a monster hit everybody. And then up top we have four-way intersection. Oh, because green was relit. Hard to keep track of these steps. No longer lights out. And now we have to discard one, and again, I'm not going to look at it. We need a key and a gate in the worst way. Purple has nowhere to go. 3 pits to jump into, or it could stay on this crumbling tile. If I jump into a pit, just fall. If I stay on the tile, we discard an extra tile, but we gain a nerve. I think we need a gate so bad I can't risk discarding an extra tile, so I'm going to have purple just jump into this one. Doesn't really matter. So now purple falls. And we'll figure out where in a second. Just leave purple there. Purple's lights on. But now this key crumbles into a pit. And now this is not illuminated. This is not illuminated. This is not either. So those go away. So with this being the board state, knowing that red is going to go next, let's have purple fall back onto this column here. Red's turn. Oh, and I've got a discard for the end of purple's turn. Ouch. Let's have red move back down. This is no longer illuminated. And reveal. One-way crumbling tile. And now discard one. Yellow's turn. Yellow can't move anywhere that wouldn't put red in harm's way. But red can move left and right more. That's not necessarily true. More easily than up and down, I was going to say. Let's... If I draw... I guess I'm assuming a wax eater. If I draw a wax eater, doesn't matter which way I go, red will trigger it, and yellow will be hit. Let's go down to potentially give purple more options when they fall. So we'll have yellow go down. Everything remains illuminated, and we draw T intersection. Do you like this? I don't know. Okay, green's turn. Oh, and discard for the end of yellow. Again, not looking at them. So who knows if it's even possible to win. At least I'm getting the tension at the end of the game that I was hoping to from this way of playing. Let's have green try and get some of these tiles out. So I'd rather reveal them than toss them. Although I don't trust green. One way. It's safe anyway, so we'll put it there. A T intersection. This could provide a route for red and yellow to come up this way. Maybe I want it here. Yeah, let's do that. And four-way intersection. Boy. And now this is no longer illuminated. Okay. And now I have to toss one. Looks like I've got 3 left in that stack. And there's a good chance that none of them are gates. We've got to take a risk. Purple has to fall here and hopefully reveal something useful. So this will be the last of the tiles. Purple gets a T intersection. Don't know that it matters. Cool. We get another T. So I've lost for sure because there's only one tile left and it can't be both a key for red and a gate. But let's play it out to the bitter end anyway. We'll put that T on this side. And the final is... Oh, man. What are these Pathbreakers? Pathbreaker. Well, we'll put it this way. It won't hurt anything. No, I can't do that. It has to go this way. So everything connected to it, like a wax eater's line of sight, becomes a pit. But not immediately, only when movement is triggered. Only when movement triggers it. No, that's the end of the stack. It is final flickers now, so purple's got to get rid of something from the board, and there's really no reason to do this except for the storytelling aspect, I guess. The 4 prisoners are still in the cage looking for a way out, so let's have them keep looking. Oops, it's supposed to be purple's turn, and now it's red's turn. So red's like, I'm looking for a key. Oh, and purple needed to discard. You can discard monsters, but I'm not gonna discard this. Sorry, red. So now on red's turn, we'll go up. I won't keep track of the turn markers anymore. We've got to discard another one, so let's go. Well, let's just have fun now. Get rid of this. Nobody's got any nerve. I didn't get any nerve this whole game. What was I thinking? So yellow's turn. Consolidate a little. Get rid of that one. Green. I want green to come here. I want that tile to go away. Just for fun. They're all scrambling. Well, purple's going to move, which triggers this monster, which makes both of these pits. And I guess we'll get rid of this floating tile. Red cannot go anywhere except for here. Get rid of this tile. Or no, we'll get rid of that pit. Yellow. Yellow can go here. Get rid of this tile. Now green has nowhere to go. So they can't move. This turns into a pit. Green falls into the pit. Has nowhere to land. Green will fall eternally. We'll go this way. and then we still have to discard. So we'll do this one. Red will come up. We'll discard this. It wasn't red's turn though, it was green's turn. Or purple, it was purple's turn. If purple comes down, red can't move, so purple's going to jump into this pit and fall. And we'll discard the pit. Red moves up. We'll discard this. Yellow moves to the side. We'll discard this. Green and purple continue to fall, and the darkness swallows red and yellow. So that was the Night Cage. I did have the disclaimer that it might not be a success. I'm pretty shocked that we got 4 Omens and only saw 1 gate. That kind of surprised me, but maybe maybe I could have done a better shuffling job than mediocre. Maybe it would have helped me along the way to get some nerve too. It was cool to get the Endbringer out. Obviously, it really messed me up. I don't know if it cost me the game necessarily. I may have already lost at that point, but it was cool to use. I was glad at least one of those Pathbreakers came out, even though it was kind of at the end when it didn't matter. I do like those bonus pieces. I picked them both up. I shouldn't say both. One of them I purchased, I think, on BGG. It could have been eBay. And the other, I just reached out to Smirk and Dagger Games, and they were selling it. So I purchased it from them, and it was kind of nice. It came with a coffee mug too, like a heat activated one. So it was a black mug, and it had the Night Cage symbol of the hand holding the candle on it. So that was pretty cool. So you can probably find those extra tiles if you'd like to play with them. Again, if as usual, if you made it this far, if you want to subscribe, like, leave a comment, that would be helpful. Additionally, you might notice in this particular setup some of the glare that I'm dealing with. I could sure use a lighting kit. So if you want to head over to my Ko-fi page, it's ko-fi, and make a donation, that's what it'll go to. I could use a light kit. $100 light kit would be better than the setup I've got. So I'm just using the overhead can lights here in our basement, and I've got white 1 to 3 pieces of white paper taped over each of the cans. So that's something. So anyway, I hope the glare didn't impact your experience too much, but I had a good time playing Night Cage. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and looking forward to playing something else. So I'll see you next time. This has been Table for One. Thanks.